from the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, you're watching Mocs News with Amanda Reno and Weather with Donnie Swift.
Hello, I'm Danielle Johnson, and welcome to this edition of Mocs News. Chattanooga police are investigating the death of an 18-year-old male who was found in Gary Apartments. Police are contacting family members before the release of the identity of the body. In other news on campus, it's better news, thankfully. Congratulations to UTC and its students for receiving the Presidential Community Service Award. This award recognizes colleges all over the world for their service and commitment to improving their local community. Some of UTC's community projects include DreamWork, Gear Up, tax clinics, and many more. We asked students what are their plans for spring break. Here's what students had to say.
Spring break, I'm going back home to Nashville, work on my portfolio, and do some schoolwork.
This year for spring break, I plan on going back home to Nashville, spending time with family and friends, and also it's a possibility that I might get to go to him.
For spring break this year, a few friends and I, we're going down to Miami, Florida. We are really excited. There are a lot of events down there for the students, and this is just a much needed break. We're staying in Miami for 3 nights, 4 days, and I'm just excited and I look forward to a break from school.
Spring break is just around the corner. While students on campus are planning to relax during spring break, UTC's nursing students have volunteered to work in Jamaica. They will work to provide health education and screenings to children in poverty. Greek show was last Friday. Pi Kappa Alpha won Best Fraternity, Chi Omega won Best Sorority, and Alpha Delta Pi Sorority won the Spirit Award for the 15th year in a row, after raising over $2,600 for a clinic in Haiti. UTC welcomes its newest fraternity, Delta Upsilon, to campus. Delta Upsilon is a fraternity with a primary focus on building up men in its 4 core values of friendship, justice, character, and culture. For more information about DU, you can contact Patrick Anderson or Cy Woods. Let's take it over to Amanda Reno with Mocs News.
Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great week. Welcome to this edition of Mocs Sports. I'm Amanda Reno. First off, in women's golf, junior Emma DeGroot has claimed her 15th top 10 of her career for the UTC, tying 4th for the Kinderloo Forest Challenge in Valdosta, Georgia. DeGroot has a 1 over par for 220, finishing behind Tulane's Janine Fellows, who is 2 under par. It was an impressive tournament for the Australian native. DeGroot is currently ranked 76th nationally, and the Mocs tied for 15th with Kentucky at 953. Tulane won 889, followed by Ohio State 896, and Tennessee at 901. The field included 14 of the 15 top programs, including 29th ranked Mocs. Chattanooga returns in action March 7th through the 9th, defending its title at the JMU Eagle Landing Invitational in Jacksonville, Florida. The UTC men's basketball team heads to Charlotte, North Carolina for the 2010 Southern Conference Tournament March 5th through the 8th. The North's 3rd seed Mocs will start off the South 6th seed Georgia Southern Friday at 7:30 p.m. The UTC looks to defend their title as Southern Conference champions. The recently struggling Mocs will next face the College of Charleston in the quarterfinals should they defeat the Bulldogs Friday night. Friday and Saturday's games will be played at the Bojangles Coliseum, and the semifinals and championship games will take place at the Warner Arena, home of the Charlotte Bobcats. It was senior night at McKenzie Arena as the UTC Lady Mocs defeated Samford 92-62. The Lady Mocs wrapped up the #1 seed for next Southern Conference tournament as the 11th consecutive Southern Conference regular season title for the Lady Mocs, who improved to 21-8 on the year and 16-4 in the Southern Conference action. UTC will now turn its attention to the Southern Conference tournament next week in Charlotte. The Lady Mocs will play the winner of the 2nd game of the morning session on Friday, March 5th. Also for the Lady Mocs, forward Shanara Hollenquist has been named Southern Conference Player of the Year for the 2nd consecutive time. She led the Lady Mocs in points scored, averaging 16.7 points per game this season. The Lady Mocs have a 21-8 record and have claimed the 11th consecutive SoCon regular season title. Now let's take it over to Michael Angel with women's tennis.
The UTC Lady Mocs tennis team lost its Southern Conference opener to the College of Charleston on Sunday. The Lady Mocs lost by a score of 6-1. Freshman Jenna Nurick scored the lone point for the Lady Mocs with a straight sets victory at #1 singles. The Lady Mocs go on the road for a 3-match stint with Jacksonville State, UNC Greensboro, and Elon. The Lady Mocs will be back home on March 14th when they face Appalachian State. I'm Michael Angel for Mocs News.
Thanks, Michael. Well, that'll do it for this edition of Mocs Sports. I'm Amanda Reno. As always, you can catch the latest sports news on GoMocs.com. Now here's Donnie Swift with this week's weather forecast.
Hello everyone. It's the first week of March and I bet that no one could be happier. We have had a cold winter this year, but spring is approaching. I know that all of us have been waiting on the spring season. Temperatures today seem to be cool as we are expecting a high of 42 degrees under partly sunny skies with a low of 29 degrees. For Thursday, temperatures will be on the increase as our high will be 47 degrees with a low of 28 degrees. As we go into our extended forecast, temperatures seem to get much warmer. Friday, we'll see sunshine and a low of 30 degrees. Saturday and Sunday looking good as temperatures will be in the mid to upper 50s under partly to mostly sunny skies. The lows will be in the low 40s. But then Monday, rain returns as we are expecting a 30% chance of scattered showers with a high of 57 degrees and a low of 43 degrees. Thank you for joining me for this week's Weather of Mocs News. Have a great and safe spring break. Back to you.
Thanks, Donnie. That's all for this edition of Mocs News. Have a great day.